What's up, guys? Just got to the city. Just kidding. It's just a picture. Low-key look like I'm in the city right now, though. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling. Um, so it's kind of weird that I'm doing this right now. I haven't done this before. Like, I signed off like the last episode, but like I've been staying up late. It's technically a new day. 1:30, 1:13. I've been watching this chick. Cause I was like, yo, like, I don't know how to live in a freaking car. I know people do it. I have no idea how they do it. Where are you going? Chilling with Hero. Hero's in my lap. Huh, Hero. But yeah, she's been talking about like living in her car. Pretty inspirational, dog. Like, she's pretty lit. What's her name? If you want to watch her channel, it's Hobo Alley, AHLE. She's pretty dope, dude. She lives in like this van. And she's been telling me, like, not like me personally, but like telling like her story and like what she's like been through and how she's been living in her car and whatnot. So I really like that. So tomorrow I have decided, like, not tomorrow, but today I've decided that I'm going to live in my car, dude. Like, I can freaking, yo, she can do it, like I can do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, doesn't sound, she's like, the first night is going to be the hardest, but like after that, like, you done it once, like you could do it again, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do that. And then, so like, I just want to, let's talk about like why I'm deciding to live in my car, because I've had options, right? So my first option was, before I moved out, my mom told me that I could stay at her apartment, but I had to like put my dog, like I had to get rid of my dog. My dog can stay there, she said. Been subjecting her to like my dog or something like that. Just like weird, like this dog. And like the reason I didn't get rid of the dog, I was just like, why would I do that? Like, I'm not, honestly, I am not happy living with her. Like emotionally, I don't even know how to like communicate with her. Like, every time I feel like I talk to her, it's like an argument. And it's just like a weird relationship that we have. It's just weird because like when I was in Arizona, like I know I was really happy. Like, I was happy I had my own place. I was living with my roommate, Gus, at the time. And yeah, dude, I was really happy. And then I come here, I move here. I've been here in Ohio since like, I want to say like since December, maybe. I think it was in December. And it's just like since then, and since I've been living with her, then I just felt like I've been like, it's just a lot of nagging, a lot of like negative like attitude, just like things that we have different perspectives on. And it's just real toxic, man, and I just did not enjoy living there. So it's just like my dog, right? So back to the dog. This dog makes me really happy. Like, look at her, dog. How are you not happy with this face? And it's just weird too, because like my mom enjoyed my dog, and then my dog got sick and she like pooped on the carpet, and then after that she was just like, I hate this dog, right? So now she used to play with the dog, she used to talk to the dog, pet the dog. Now she doesn't even like look at it. She walks right past her, does not acknowledge the dog at all. I was like, that's freaking weird, dude. Like, she was sick. Let me see what else I can think of. It's just weird, like she wants her house ran in like a particular way, and I was just like, dude, I'm not. It's just like perspective, dog. Like, I can't do all these little things. Like, if I don't see like a need to do them, I'm not going to do them. Even if I'm like in your house, whatever. Like, I tried to obey her rules the best I could. I just felt like it was always something, like there was always something wrong, man. So I just decided, like, let's just leave there. Like, she's not happy. She's told me that she's not happy. I'm not happy. Let's just go our separate ways, right? So instead of getting rid of my dog and then just being even extra more miserable, I decided to keep my dog because my dog makes me happy. And living in her apartment does not make me happy. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of makes sense in that, in the way I look at it like that. So now I'm at the point where I'm in this hotel. I bought it for 2 nights. But before let's backtrack a little bit. So yesterday I left the apartment. I got all my stuff, put it in the car, and then I left, went to work. And before I left the house and went to work, I was looking for a place to like stay, right? Because I'm like freaking homeless. I'm low-key freaking out. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I don't have any game plan. And I called, like, it was a Saturday, and most apartment complexes are not open on Saturdays. And if they are, they're not answering their phones for some reason. You guys gotta get on your game. So yeah, I called a bunch of places. I called one, they answered the phone. I was like, yo, do you guys have like a studio apartment I can move into? Say, yeah. I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna stop by. And I get there, or I go to work. I do a show, and then I just like, I'm like low-key like panicking. And like, if you guys don't know like what I like technically do, because I haven't really explained it a whole lot in this vlog, and it's been like 30 something days. So a group of people are gonna come in, and like they're gonna want to throw axes, right? So I'll have like a group of like 10, like I'll say like at least from like 6 to at least 12 people is like the norm of like shows. I think I had at least like 10 people that day. Did a show with them, and when you do a show, I have to explain, I have to be like very enthusiastic. I have to be like happy, high energy, like level. Like, I have to put on like a good show for these guys, right? So I'll go in and be like, hey, how's everybody doing? You guys want to throw axes? You know, this, that, and the other. And this is low-key like a new thing for me, because if anybody who knows me knows, like, I'm like super like laid back, chill. Like, I'm not like super like hyper, like loud. Like, I am not that type of person, right? So like, and even to like tell you like I'm not this type of person. I got fired from Chipotle. I used to work in Chipotle when I lived in Colorado. I got fired from Chipotle because I didn't smile when I used to work the line. Like, they fired me. It was like, you're just not, you gotta smile when you work here, and you don't do that. So they like let me go. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, I was just like this is like my face. It's kind of like, hold on, it's kind of like, what do you, hi, how can I, do you want a freaking, I don't even know what I used to say, but it was just like, you know, straight face, blank stare. I didn't used to smile a whole lot. I was just like, I had a real problem with like people. I didn't really know how to like talk to people, because like I was self-conscious about like who I was, right? So yeah. But now I got this new job. It's just kind of weird. Like, I got this job where I have to be enthusiastic, and now I'm trying that. And okay, I'm kind of like getting off topic, but anyways, so I'm doing the show, and in the back of my mind, like, I'm thinking like, okay, I have to move all, because at the time, like when I was at work, all my stuff was still at my mom's place, right? So I'm just like thinking, while I'm doing the show, like, I have to be happy. I have to like put on this good show. Hi, how's everybody doing? You guys ready to throw some axes? All right, dope. You know what I'm talking about? These are the rules, all right. And then I got to get into the games, you know what I'm saying? Then I got to start explaining the games. And then when they're throwing, I got to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, like, yo, you got to do this, that, and the other. And I got to kind of be like witty and like make jokes and stuff like that, and always be like high level, like high energy, okay? And it was like, and it's kind of hard. It was really hard that day, because like, I have like in my head, I'm like trying to be happy, and I'm also like worrying like I don't have anywhere to freaking stay right now, and they have no idea like this guy is freaking about to be homeless. So yeah, man. As soon as that show was over, I like got my jacket, got my backpack, and I headed out to this apartment complex that said that they had a place open. And the whole time I'm driving there, dog, I'm just like, dude, this does not feel right. Like, I don't feel like I should, like, it just like, it was like half an hour away. And if anything, if I'm gonna move somewhere, it's gonna be like super close to where I work. So like I'm driving there this whole time, man, I'm just like, dude, this does not feel right. Like, I don't think I should move here. But, and then and it's even weirder because like, my friend called me, and initially like my game plan and why I haven't found like a place to live is because my friend Emily, I remember telling you guys about this in other episodes, previous episodes. She's one of my coworkers. She was saying like we need a roommate, this, that, and the other. We've been looking for a roommate, and at the time I thought she had already had a place for me to come to, and it turns out that she didn't have shit. Like, she doesn't even have a place to stay, or she has a place to stay but she doesn't have like a legit apartment for me to like rent a room out. And she was telling me, she was like, yeah, we've been looking in these places but they haven't been hitting me back. So I think it was like maybe like a Thursday. She was like, we're gonna find a place by the end of this week. And I put my trust in her, dude. Like, I don't know why I do this. I don't know if it's because I didn't want to find it myself because I'm just like a low-key lazy person, or it was because like I like trusted her. I was like, she sounded confident like that she was gonna find a place to stay, right? Doesn't find shit, right? And then I'm just like, what the fuck? So those days where I could have found a place on my own, I didn't do it because I trusted somebody else to do it for me. And that, like, it really backfired. My friend, he had called me when I was on my road to the new apartments, or to the apartments that I was planning on moving in. And I told him about it. He was like, you can't put all your eggs in one basket, dog. Can't do that. So I was like, yeah, dude, you're exactly right, because that's exactly what I did. And it freaking backfired. So after that whole incident, I got to the apartments, and it didn't resonate well with me, dude. Like why am I doing this? Like, okay, so the whole point of me moving back in with my mom was so that what I had thought was so I could save money and then move out when I was ready to like leave. And I didn't get that opportunity. I remember she had charged me $125 for rent, which was cool because at the time I was living just off of my savings. I'm not too sure. I think I had at least like, I didn't have a lot. I honestly didn't have a lot. I'll probably make, you know what, I'll just tell you guys the story. So when I was living in Arizona, I didn't have a job. I went to school for audio engineering. And before that, I was in the military, right? So for me to get paid, I had to go to school at the Conservatory of Recording Arts and Sciences, and then I got paid from my GI Bill. And that's how I afforded to live in Arizona. And it was cheap. Like, if anybody knows, like if you live in Arizona, like rent is like super cheap out there. So it worked. And then, but I was like, I wasn't making enough money to like where I could save money, right? If that makes sense. So I was getting by, I was doing well, but I wasn't saving any money while I was there. I had like a part-time job, but it was just like, I didn't work a whole lot and I didn't want to work there at all, so I ended up quitting. So after that, we had to move out because the program is like, I want to say 9 months. It's 9 months. I think it's 9 months. So I was there for 9 months, did my thing, and then it was time for me and Gus to move out. And since I haven't been saving a lot of money, I had to use money that was initially in my savings, because I don't touch a lot of my savings money, but I had to use that money to move out of the apartment because we had to what do we have to do? We had to like cut the lease, and that cost money, right? So I did that. Then I had to buy a U-Haul because I had so much stuff. I couldn't fit it all into my car. So I got the U-Haul, and that cost money, right? So I put all the stuff into the U-Haul, put as much stuff into my car as I could, and then I left and moved to California. All right, so I went from living in like one of the cheapest places to moving into one of the most expensive places. And the reason I decided to move to California was because my friend was living out there, and he said that he had a room that I can live in. So I decided that he was going to charge me $400 for rent. I was like, that's cool, man, like I can do that. So I moved down there, didn't get a job because at this time I'm waiting for an internship, and once I got an internship I would start getting paid again. So I didn't get a job, and then I'm just living off of my savings. And I think it was like maybe like a month, maybe two, it wasn't very long that I was there, they had to kick me out because his wife's sister got in a divorce and they needed to use that room. So I was pretty upset at this point because I thought that this was like, I'm like paying to like rent this place out, and now I'm being kicked out of it, right? And it was a really bad experience, and I'm still kind of salty about it to this day. But then I had to move again, but this time I didn't have enough money for a U-Haul. I had a lot of stuff. I had a freaking queen size mattress, I had a freaking desk, I had my clothes, I had a lot of stuff. I had freaking paintings, I had freaking artwork and stuff. So I had to get rid of a lot of my stuff, like a lot. So like everything that I put into my U-Haul, like I left my freaking queen size mattress, right? Left it. Threw away, I would say I threw away at least like 75% of the stuff that I owned, right? And even like then, my car was still packed because I drive a freaking Mazda, a 2007 Mazda. It's not the biggest car in the world, right? So I threw away I'd say at least 75% of my stuff into the freaking dumpster, dog. I was freaking salty, man. I was pissed. And then at that time, I was like, dude, do I even want to take my freaking dog with me? Because I had to move from California to Ohio, dog. That is a long drive, all right? And I was like, do I even think like, can I do this? Can I move from freaking California to Ohio with my dog? Because I did it from Arizona to California. That wasn't too bad, right? But California to Ohio, man, I was like, damn, dude, this is gonna be a long ass drive. But I ended up doing it, man. And I kept my dog. I even like, I was sitting in the parking lot and I was calling like shelters, and I don't remember exactly the situation, but it just turned out like I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just keep the dog, man. I'm gonna just keep her, I'm gonna take her with me. And at that time I had moved from, I don't know how my mom got involved. I think she probably reached out to me. She probably, because she likes to check in to see how I'm doing and this, that, and the other. And I don't know, I think I moved from California to Colorado, and I saw my friend Travis, who I hadn't seen in like the longest time. He let me stay at his place for like a week, and that was like during Thanksgiving break. And then after that, I drove down to Ohio. And then when I got to Ohio, I was sleeping on the floor. I I didn't have, oh yeah, so I'm talking about the money thing. So yeah, I was literally like low on money. I probably had like 900. I want to say I had at least like 800, $900, right? And then I also had my credit card. My credit card is like I'm in debt with my credit card. So yeah, yeah. So like this whole time that I wasn't working, I was losing a lot of money that I had made in the military. So I guess the point, I'm like losing, like telling stories is so hard, man. I'd be losing like my train of thought. But I think what I was trying to say is that I lost a lot of money in like these transitions, and now getting back to Ohio. So I'm in Ohio. My mom's charging me $125 for rent, what I thought was cool, because it wasn't too expensive. Well, it wasn't expensive at all. Well, I don't know. It depends on how you want to look at it, because I didn't have a job. I had $900. And then I'm also in debt with my credit card, right? So $125 sounded good to me. And then it turned out like 1 month went by. She asked me what I was gonna do. I told her I wasn't sure. I was thinking about moving in with my friend Gus again, but he was doing his own thing, right? He had found like a job. We couldn't decide like where we want to move to, and he wanted a job doing some other stuff. And at that time I got a job as a DoorDash. I did DoorDash for a little bit, and I was making a little bit of money, not a lot, at least like 50 bucks here and there. And then my mom said that I needed like I needed to get a full-time job, and I got another job. I got wax, so I was making even a little bit more money, but still wasn't enough. And then that's when I found the Columbus Axstone job, which I like love this job a lot. And I think I got the job in like mid-January maybe. And then I don't know, like whenever you start working somewhere, or at least at certain places, you don't get like full-time right off the back. And this job's weird because you only get hours for shows, and then there's open throws where you can work. So at first I wasn't working a whole lot at that place, and then I started working there a whole lot because I told him like I had open availability, like I can work whenever. And that's when I really started to make money again, right? But March came around and my mom was like, I need $400. She's like, I need $400 and something for rent. I think it was like $425. And I think at that time I had gotten like it's either like my first or second paycheck. And like I think the first paycheck I used was for like groceries. Like I was finally able to buy like groceries and stuff like that. I had to take my dog to the vet because she got sick, so I had to spend some money on that. And then I had to I was trying to pay off my credit card, right? So my first paycheck was completely gone. At that time it was like March, it was like March 2nd or 3rd or something like that. Got my second paycheck. I had gotten like 600. So at that time my mom wanted she wanted 425. I had gotten like 600. So she took a good portion away from my paycheck, which is cool because I was telling her, I was like, yo, like if you need help with the bills, like I can help you with the bills, right? But later down the road, she was like, she expressed to me that she wasn't happy and she wanted to move out, or she wasn't happy in that I needed to move out, this, that, and the other. And she gave me a month. So at this time I had like $200. Had to wait till like the 15th of March to get paid again. Got paid, and then later down the road, it's like coming towards the end of March, fuck dude, I'm like scratching my head a lot, sorry. Like later down the road, I guess what I'm trying to say is I I didn't want to spend money on an apartment, because it's just like it's too expensive. When Emily presented the idea of me being her roommate, it was cheap rent, and that's what I liked because I was able to save money. That's what I want to do. That's what I need to do. I need to save my money so I could pay off my credit card. So when she stopped hitting me back, I even hit her up today. I was like, yo, Emily, did you find any place to live? Said no. It's like, all right, so what's the game plan, this, that, and the other. She doesn't hit me back, so she's not very reliable. So I'm just gonna live in my car, dude. I'm gonna be able to save a lot of money, but the things I need to do is later today I'm going to get rid of a lot of stuff, because it's just honestly, I have a lot of clothes that I don't even freaking wear. Why do I have them if I'm not wearing them? You know what I'm saying? So get rid of a lot of my clothes. I'm gonna get rid of my TV. I really like my TV because I'm a really big video gamer, but it's just at this point I don't have anywhere to freaking plug it into. So let's get rid of it. And then I'm just yo, I'm gonna save money so I can buy I've wanted a better TV. I wanted a freaking 4K. So when the time comes, when I'm ready to move back into an apartment, I'm going to be able to have better things because I'm going to be able to save up, right? So, and that's what I realized. So I'm going to get rid of my TV, get rid of my speakers. I just need to make room in my car so I can be able to be comfortable in my car when I decide to sleep in it and just live in my car. And then I also have my dog, and my dog needs room. So the things, I'm gonna go to Goodwill, get rid of a lot of my clothes that I have, get rid of my TV, my speakers, and I feel I have a lot of miscellaneous stuff for some reason that I just keep carrying around. So yeah, man, that was a long ass rant. I want to get better telling these stories, maybe making it a little shorter, but yeah, dude, that's what's been going on behind the scenes, man. But I'm just trying to stay positive, you know. I know it's not the most glamorous thing to live in your car. It's not glamorous at all, but people do it. It's you can freaking live in your car, man. You just gotta have a good perspective. I'm not gonna sit here and I'm just tired of just being woe is mean, you know what I'm saying? Why the fuck does this shit happen? I'm gonna just turn this shit, flip it, and just make it a positive, dog. I'm gonna just show them, I'm gonna just show everybody, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna show, but yo, I'm gonna show them I can be happy. I don't need to fucking stay with you. I don't need to fucking live your fucking lifestyle. I'm going to live the way I want to live, and I bet you at the end of the day I'm going to be 10 times happier. I'm slowly getting over the fact that I'm I used to be really insecure, real self-conscious, and I'm just I'm getting over that shit. And me living in a car, I don't feel any type of way. I don't care what anybody has to say about me living in a car, because I'm just like that. I'm starting to get a lot more confident in myself, and that's what I really like. And I guess if I can just sum up the message that I'm trying to give you guys is do this is something that I felt I've always said. Maybe I haven't, maybe I have, but I feel you should always do what makes you happy. Keep the things in your life that make you happy, and always look for the silver lining in things. I know people are oh my gosh, you're gonna live in your car, but dude, it's come on, man. I'm a grown-ass man. Who, I don't feel anybody's gonna try to fuck with me. Obviously I will be I'm not gonna camp out in sketchy ass areas, you know what I'm saying? And I can handle myself, dog. I was in the military for 4 years. I've been and this is the crazy part. it's just crazy to me because like I can fucking do this because I've been in like the military, so I feel like real like confident. Like I used to like literally like sleep on the ground in a sleeping bag in the middle of the desert. Now I have a freaking car. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, come on, dude. Like, this is, it's, I don't know how to explain it, dog. Like, it's nothing, dog. Like, I've been in a lot worse situations, like in the military, like going through like boot camp in like the Crucible. The Crucible is for 3 days, dog, and you get 1 MRE that you have to split for 3 days. I have a job, I can make money. I can drive to a freaking grocery store if I'm that hungry and buy something to eat, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, like, I feel like I'm more than equipped. I have more than what I need to survive. And I feel like I can do this, man. I really do. So, I think I'm just gonna put this in its own little episode because it's been like, okay guys, so yeah, like I was saying, I had to make room on my camera, but like what I was saying is I'm just gonna make this own little episode, man. This is my own little freaking rant, and then later today I will go around, donate some stuff, and make an episode out of that. So I'm low-key like falling behind on like my vlogs. I feel like I'm like, I don't even want to say how far behind I am, right? Because I don't want nobody trying to like track me down, you know what I'm saying? So maybe it's a good thing I'm a little behind. So yeah, man, that's what I'm planning on doing. The thing is, when I want to do it, I gotta leave this hotel by 11. It's fucking it's fucking snowing outside, dog. I gotta leave by 11 and I want to go through all my stuff, so I'm debating if I should like stay for one more night and then use that day to like, because I have to sort out the shit that I want to get rid of. I need a place to like sort it out. I can't sort it out in my car because I have so much shit in my car and there's snow on the fucking ground. So I think I might stay for one more night, use today to sort out the shit that I want, the shit that I need from the shit that I don't need, and the shit that I'm gonna get rid of. Oh shit. Hey. But yeah, that's go check out Hobo Ahle, AHLE. She's super lit. Yeah, dude, that's my little vlog. Look at it. Look at that little curl. Look at that. Look at that. So yeah, man. Peace.